Imagine this. You are New York State and you are suing Donald J. Trump for alleged bank fraud. Then the bank that he supposedly defrauded, their manager, is put on the stand. And when he's questioned, he actually says there was no fraud, nothing bad happened. The price evaluation that Trump gave us was correct. Let's get into it. Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to ANN American News Network. I'm your host Vlad. I really quickly want to thank the sponsor of today's video, and that is Michael & Dell with his company's My Store and My Pillow. Use links down below in the description with promo code ANN. They have a huge Christmas blowout sale. Get your loved ones a patriotic gift while supporting Patriot Mike. Let's get right into the article. Coming from trendingpoliticsnews.com, New York Attorney General Letitia James' case against Trump gets wrecked by Dutch bank testimony. So don't forget that the Dutch bank is supposedly the bank that Trump defrauded. A Dutch bank executive may have just wrecked New York Attorney General Letitia James' lawsuit against President Donald Trump. James' lawsuit has turned on framing the German bank lender as Trump's victim in an alleged scheme to inflate his assets in order to get better terms from the bank. It turns out that she has a problem with her alleged victim. The bank seems to have approved of Trump's asset valuation. David Williams, who worked directly on at least one of Trump's loans over several decades, testified on Tuesday in Manhattan that it's typical but not entirely unusual for a bank to internally slash a client's stated asset value by 50% and still approve a loan, as they did with Trump, according to Bloomberg. It just depends on the circumstances, said Williams, a managing director at the bank. As Bloomberg reported, Dutch Bank, which loaned hundreds of millions of dollars to Trump for properties in Miami, Chicago, and Washington, cut his stated net worth in 2011 and 2012 from about $4.2 billion to $2.3 billion, according to internal bank credit memos. The same documents indicated the bank approved the loan anyway because it expected them to generate a profit based on Trump's history of successful developments and other criteria. Sadly, there were no cameras in the courtroom to see the judge's reaction and Letitia James' reaction when the bank manager testified. But here's what we know for a fact. That when he was on the stand, he said what happened was normal. You, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget that it is not the bank that is suing Trump. It is not the bank that is going after Trump and his assets and his businesses and the Trump empire. It is Letitia James and the judge and the far left extremists. The banks don't have a problem with Trump. Why? Because the loan that they gave Trump over a decade ago was paid off in full, no missed payments, every payment made on time. The entire loan was paid off in time, on time, with interest. So the bank made a lot of money. It's supposedly in upwards of $500,000 in interest. So the bank is happy. They got their money back. Even if Trump inflated him, his values of his assets, even if he did, let's say he did, so what? He paid back every penny on time with interest. Who's the victim? They're going after him for fraud. Where's the victim? Who's the victim? If there's fraud, there's got to be someone that was defrauded. And the bank testified, we were not defrauded. This is the bank that they're saying Trump stole from or lied to. And the bank's like, no, this is normal. Everybody does this. Ladies and gentlemen, They're terrified. They are scared. They know that November 5th of 2024, the people will come out in such mass numbers, whether it's mail-in voting, whether it's day of voting, in such numbers that there's no dead people that can be raised to vote, that there's no backlogs that they can use, nothing. Because even when yesterday, one of the co-founders of BLM is now supporting Trump, endorsed Trump. Not only that, but DeSantis' almost entire team and founders of his campaign jumped ship, and now they're on Team Trump. There's nothing they can do to stop what's coming. Democracy this democracy that we live in needs to stop. What is democracy? It's open borders, World War III, illegal immigration, fentanyl overdoses. We lost over 180,000 young people in this country last year to fentanyl overdose. Majority in New York City. And they're worried about Trump and the loans that he repaid? No. They're terrified because what they are sowing and what they have been sowing since 2016, 2025 is the year when they will reap it all. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. You know I love you. You know that, right? You know. Make sure to leave a comment. Hit this video with a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't done so yet. And hit that bell notification so you're notified every time I upload Trump 2024 or sooner.